me see. Let me share it.
Hy is gebore in die land van wyn en koring. En van groot en pakkie bulle aan die horing.
Okay, let me just share
Hy
it.
stap daar met 'n blou ding in sy hand. Toe hy dit suig, dink almal die dorp is aan die brand. En hy sê lekker, lekker op 5 plekke. En almal staan met oopgehangde bekke. Hy sê hoe's dit en hy vat nog 'n paar trekke. Want dis lekker, lekker op 5 plekke.
Okay, you ready?
Sy sak hang swaar van al die batterye.
Alright, there we switch
Hy
over.
koop die sousie nie, hy maak sy eie.
There you go. There we both should be there with sound, mics, everything. And yeah, let's just quickly get that link as well so I can just post it to
Good and clear.
videos. There you go.
Okay, do you have the link, Professor?
I'm gonna send it to you now there. I just wanna quickly check.
I'll
out.
forward it to the groups that I've.
Yeah, I'll just post it in chat quickly. I just wanna get the content here correct. Okay, live. Okay, live.
It's supposed to be live, actually, with the GOAT of South African vape reviewing.
Okay,
Greatest of all time.
okay, I'm gonna copy the video link, copying it now, and we will paste it inside. I'll someone just paste it in Zoom chat. Is it fine?
Yeah, that's fine. Paste it in Zoom chat. It's okay. And if you get a hold,
No, I'll post it in chat as well. And then I'll also post it on my Facebook, and I'll send you a message via Facebook quickly.
okay, if you send me a message via Facebook, I can share it properly there. As long as my manager gets a hold of it, he'll share
it's fine.
it
It's
to.
fine. All right. Okay, there you go. Okay, there it's posted in Facebook. That's the link towards there, and to my Oaks, I'll just post a link over there. There you go. That should be fine. You should get it. There you go.
Oh, there we go. That's
Sweet bananas.
perfect. Okay.
That's good to
Yeah,
know.
I just want to share it quickly. Oopsie. There. Okay, almost sharing.
Do you want to tell me it's private?
Just to one. Almost done.
It shouldn't be private. It should be public. Yeah,
It's
mine's set on
public, yeah.
public. Yeah. No, it
Is
should
mine
be
set on private? No, mine should be set on public as well. Let me just have a look at it quickly.
Yeah.
Is it on public?
No, it should be public. My setting is on public.
Yeah, I think mine is on public as well.
Yeah, no, it should definitely be on public.
Yeah. Should be on public. So,
Yeah.
Kezo, thank you for coming on my live onto your live, because I am not that clued up about how the zooming works and all of that stuff. But you are the expert on that. So it's a pleasure to have you, myself.
No, thank you
And,
very much. Appreciate it.
No, thanks. I actually appreciate, like, the reason why I'm here today, a big catalyst towards why Ohmreaders has a number of subscribers, has the exposure that they do have, is because of you. You were the first person to notice us doing something different, and you called us on your channel. And you, not once, not twice, not thrice, I think 4 times, you've mentioned us. You played our videos and stuff, and that doorway was just after that we just like ran, so thank you for that.
No, it's a big
So the
pleasure.
reason why,
No, it's a big pleasure. Big pleasure. In case the Oaks in chat, they're wondering what the hell is going on. is Shifka just basically downloaded Zoom, so you must still get to know the program and find out how to basically stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And then just to get the show actually going around 8 o'clock, I just decided to host it on my channel though. So I'm actually a guest on my channel with Ohmreaders, Shifka. So in case anybody is wondering over there what's going on, then that's the whole situation.
That's
so
exactly. So I'm hosting it whilst being hosted by the person I'm supposed to host. If that makes any sense. So I'll get to it now actually as to how this actually is relevant. Because what I wanted to speak to you about is, okay, so let's talk about your day. How was your day? Did you have a lekker one? How does it feel to be on holiday in a holiday city?
No. I always say that I'm going to experience holiday tomorrow morning. Because remember, the weekends are always what you always have. So the holiday comes on Monday, not having to wake up normal 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever. So I will tell you tomorrow how my holiday is, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Make no mistake. I mean, you saw me post a video yesterday. I posted a review today. I'm going to post this guy's review tomorrow, which I think is going to be a hot seller. This guy's going to do extremely well.
Cannot wait for that review because that device looks super stunning. And it just almost arrived at your door.
No, it did Friday. Oh. And I see Mr. Moritz is inside chat. And I actually spoke to him and I told him that there's only one negative which I can give this device. And that is where this guy actually goes into a sleep mode where he has to fire it twice before it fires. And then he told me, it shows you're never too old to learn. He told me it's actually a very fantastic mechanism, feature which Vupu actually incorporates that prevents battery drain. So the mod actually switches off fairly quickly and preserves your battery life. So there's a reason why it does that. So him telling me that it's actually an advantage to have on this device, I've got 0 pros for this. 0.
I see. So basically it thinks for you in the sense that when you're not using it, it goes into a certain mode.
Yeah.
To not drain the battery or to maximize battery use.
Yeah, it's almost like a computer that automatically goes into a screensaver mode just to save on the electricity. So this guy does exactly the same. So what I thought is a negative is definitely not a negative anymore. So that's awesome. No, it's a good device.
Show it close up a little bit here. I just want to have a look at it. I think it's shining a lot.
Okay, I'm just going to just open my Logitech software so that I can zoom nicely in. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit out of focus because currently the focus is set to my face, which is probably not always a good thing.
But
in any case, I've got no issues. I'm a good married man. I got a beautiful wife. I don't care. So,
okay, so
now, I mean, under this extra 30 kilograms, there's a handsome bastard somewhere. Let's just quickly go.
Think about it. There has to be. To get... Wow. Oh my word.
Now, this is a stunning mod. It's even got a lock mechanism in the front as well that locks everything. Not only the up and down, but it also locks the fire button, which is fantastic because that's what you actually want. So now you can safely put this guy. But this tank, the flavor on these improved TPP calls is amazing. So yeah, and it's a dual 18650. Now this is hunky dory, and that little portion over there.
When will they? Have they already launched?
Come again?
Have they already been released?
No, not at all. I was actually surprised because when I went to go and look up for, I wanted to watch a review on it to see what the guys actually say, and I couldn't find a review. There was one person which did a presentation of it, which did an unboxing, but it's not a review. So I will probably be the first person in the world. That's if nobody posted a review yesterday or today. I will be the first guy to do a review on this. So that's awesome. But honestly, I didn't expect it.
I'm guessing you got more pros than cons because you have been talking about it since the last meeting that we sat in.
Well, to give you an idea, you know that this is my daily. The Aegis Legend with the Arbiter 2 is my daily. Now, in
Yes.
the mornings, I tend to leave this mod in the room when I come to the computer room because I've got this standing here. And that's never happened before.
Things are
We
changing.
actually
Things are
replace
changing.
this with this. It just shows you. This is
Mm.
really good.
But you can see the way, I can tell by the way you're holding it. When you take a hit, it's a lot of cloud production, and that's a sub-ohm tank. It must be flavor packed. You probably can't get enough of that flavor.
No, this thing is good. Yeah, I just hope the flavor actually lasts. Even if it lasts for 4 or 5 days, it is a winner in my books. The flavor is really good. But
And
currently,
then
the
how many
flavor's still there.
coils? How many coils did you get sent?
Now, unfortunately, just 2. It's just the 2 that's
Oh.
included in the kit. Even the drip tip is nice. I mean, there's no heating up on the lips. It's got this metal base, the drip tips, and it actually sits very, very nice.
Well, I can tell easily that's probably your favorite Vupu.
Yeah, this
Device?
is by far my favorite Vupu device up until this point, by far. I like the Argus, the previous one, but the paint jobs were terrible on it. The coating was terrible. So I sold my one within a week when I saw that the international guys started complaining about the flaking. I decided to give it a go. But this one appears to be different. Appears to be much better.
I felt that the previous, the Argus, it was very nice in the hands, but it overheated quite a bit.
Oh no, this one is icy. No, this one you've got nothing. And this, it's even better in the hand because it's more beefier as well. It's bulkier. It feels exactly like the Thelema feels in your hand from Los Vape.
That is a very good thing.
Yeah, it is a
because
very good thing.
That is a very good thing.
No, this
Because that Thelema, every single time it's in my hand, it's like grabbing a cushion.
yeah,
sort of.
no, it's a great mod. No, it's a great mod. But in any case, now you'll see in the review tomorrow. It's
For
very much
interest's
nice.
sake, how many mods do you actually own?
Oh my lordy lord. Well, I probably would have owned. Geez, like it. I don't know. Probably close to.
Well-
I probably would have had close to about 80 or 90. But I mean, I've got rid of most which I do not use. A lot of them single 18650 mods, because I don't really see the point in an 18650 mod. Except
A
for
single
MT
18650 mod.
single, except for MTL. But then I much rather prefer something like this, which is the new Hadron Mini, which is a single 21700. So I've got a lot of single 21700 mods that replace.
But not single 18650s.
No. I've probably got about 3 still single 18650s, but those are classics, like the EVIC Mini and the small little hot SIG, the VT75. But otherwise, no.
What are your thoughts on the Aspire mix?
This little open. Now the cloud flask. I've never tested the Aspire mix. I think it's a nice looking mod, but no. I've only got one side. I think it's the side fire, not the side fire, the side by side, the Aspire mix. But
Yeah.
I've never tested
That's
it.
the
It's a
one
nice looking mod. I know that people have got a lot of good things to say about it.
Yeah.
I've only got the Paramore, which is side by side. I had the Bisc, got rid of that. But I will be getting a new side by side very soon, of which I'm going to be very proud of. And Mr. Moritz knows about it. So I'm not going to say anything more about that. But that should hopefully be here between next 2 or 3 weeks. But that's something special. You will see.
Okay, I'm getting a customized side-by-side mod with my name engraved on it within the next week.
Really?
Say, I've gotten accustomed to the other form of vaping, not the MTL, not the the DTL, the RDL.
Yeah, restricted direct lunging. Yeah.
Restrictive direct to lung, which is
But
what
that's why I
only
like
learned
the
of.
Arbiter so much. The Arbiter and the Tauren Beast gives me the perfect restricted direct lung, which I enjoy. I'm also direct lunger, but the only reason why I enjoy this guy so much
Big
is
time direct. I've never seen you not direct lung. Whenever I've watched you live or anywhere, like it's been one cloud.
no. This guy, no, I do a lot of MTLing. Every show which I have, I've got an MTL setup. Every show. One of my setups is always an MTL setup. So today I'm running the Arbiter solo.
Do you do any pods?
Yeah, well, currently I'm doing this pod. I've got the Nivox Phelan and I've got the Phelan Mini. So these are the oaks I'm currently running. My wife has got all the Caliban G2, the A2, and all the Miso Pros. But these are the three which I'm running currently.
What do you think of that? How's that middle one treating you?
The Cloud Flask S.
Yeah.
Well, it's got very nice flavor, but I mean, its draw is too loose for me for this type of device. I'd rather prefer that loose draw on a dual coil RTA.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I don't think Aspire should have classified it as an AIO, because I don't think it's an AIO, an all-in-one. An all-in-one provides for, firstly, airflow control. It provides for all forms of vaping, MTL, DTL, all of that stuff. That is purely MTL. I mean, that's purely DTL. You can't put a like 12 milligram in there or something like that, you know?
No. You at the most 6, but nothing higher than 6. I wouldn't.
At most 6 with both coils, with 0.25 and with the 0.6.
No, nothing more. Yeah. Yeah. Lord Hawkey, I see Lord Hawkey's inside the house as well. Your whole kit is packed, Mr. Hawkey. I will send it off tomorrow morning with the 5 juices I specially made for you over the weekend, and you've got a nice cap which is inside there. You've got a set of white collar coils so that you can represent out of the UK, and I've got a Kaiser key chain in there as well for you. So that's awesome.
Kaiser key chain. That's nice. You're getting customized stuff. You're getting flavors specifically made for you.
Yeah, I got a lot of keychains here. Check out those keychains. It's all from Mr. Nico Lubber. Yeah, little Kaiser keychains. Little Kaiser maniches.
Wow.
So whenever somebody orders something from me, I just pop in a keychain as well. Yeah, it's Nico Lubber that decided to spoil me like that. Now,
did you see? I've been trying to practice the. It's always a challenge for me if somebody, especially yourself, being experienced as you are in the vaping industry.
Yeah, but Shifka, what you must do is remember, you mustn't blow a jellyfish and then get 2 jellyfishes through it. You must just blow a single O and then run 2 smaller O's through that and create jellyfishes out of those 2.
Oh,
that's the idea. So you've got the single O which you chase, the nice thick dense O, and then you blow 2 rings out of it and try and get 2 jellyfishes out of those 2 which you blew through it.
Oh, I thought you jellyfished the single O that you first blow.
No, you won't be able to, because it creates a current. So you can't.
It's a current. It's very hard. So you got to do a very hard push.
Yeah.
Like a headbutt or something like that to get it through.
I've only seen one guy that could do it though. But it can be done.
Who did you see do it?
Let's quickly see what else is going. I'm not sure if you can see chat on the other side.
I can't see chat on my side.
Okay. All right. Everything's good on your side. Why. Let's quickly see. Ramiz is inside the house. You probably know him. Ramiz Dalway. Alpha Works 83 is here. Charles van Niekerk is inside the house. Ben van der Merwe, good evening, Ben. Timothy Victor is here. Zahir Jardine, Mr. Fisherman. Mr. Fisherman is over here as well. J Vape Lounge. I assume it's a company from your side. Welcome, J Vape. Nice to have you here on the Wing It platform, although I'm a guest here. And then, Henry Landsberg. Now you can sell me your Blue Legend. Henry, the Blue Legend is a bit wear and tear. So what I actually thought, because Lord Hawkey told me this morning, or told me yesterday, that now he remembers why he doesn't use the Aegis Legend. It is in perfect condition, but apparently it only registers one of the batteries, which is fine, because now I thought I'd just rebuild all the gold components over to my blue one, and then I've got the gold one. So that is fine. If Nico Lubber can't fix it, obviously. So I'm good.
From what I've seen of that thing, it looks. The coordination, the color coordination, it's just simply stunning.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful looking arbiter too. So, I mean, with the gold Aegis, it will look great. This guy, and then I must just organize that.
I don't think I've seen a gold arbiter too, but I've owned one. I've owned an arbiter too. Very flavorful tank, and legit, it is leak proof. People sometimes do not believe me. That tank is leak proof. It cannot leak.
No. But I mean, If it leaks, there's a problem with the O-ring at the bottom. That's
Yeah.
basically because it's top.
There's a
top
problem with the
airflow.
O-ring, or it's like cracked or something like that. It's impossible
So,
for that tank to leak.
So all I must get now is that Brent from Bearded Viking Customs just make me a black bubble glass for it there. And then on that Aegis is going to look boss.
That's gonna look insane.
It's going
The
look
orders are
boss.
actually. I was on the site today to order. Orders for it's pretty high for the bubble glasses for that, and for the M25 Fatality.
Yeah, but where are you situated? In KwaZulu-Natal or are you in Gauteng?
No, me. I'm in Gauteng, in Pretoria East.
All right, so you are in Pretoria. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if
East.
you were down in Cape Town, then Nico Libber could have sorted you out with. Well, although he doesn't make bubble glasses, not yet. No, currently we're stuck to Brent for bubble glasses.
I mainly use straight glasses on my M25s.
Yeah.
I mainly use it because it's a lot of juice that the capacity of the bubble glass is quite a lot. So
Yeah,
I
I've got no
stick-
problem with the look of the bubble glass. As I said, most of the times you've got a 24mm atomizer with the bubble glass. It maybe reaches to 25, 26, but the mods I still use it on. It doesn't overlap. It doesn't look weird. So I've got no problem with the bubble glass. And that extra juice capacity is nom.
what are your thoughts on the M25?
Well, I tested almost all of QP Design stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't keep any of them, put it that way. I got rid of all of them. They are very well made. They are very popular, but I just couldn't, for the life of me, get the flavor. And it's the same with the Reload RTA. It is extremely popular. And I mean, the design looks as if, the airflow right underneath the coils, it just looks like a winner. But I just couldn't get the flavor out of those things which I got out of the Tauren Beast or now the Arbiter 2. So it's pointless for me keeping them. I think, isn't that new? I think the new...
Don't worry. If you don't want to keep them, just there's people out there like maybe in front of you right now that maybe need some of them.
No, they're gone
can
already.
use
They long gone.
They're gone.
No, they're long
late.
gone. Remember, if I review something and I know I'm not going to keep it, I know I'm not going to use it anymore, then depending on whether I purchased it or where I was sent it, it will immediately, within a week, it will be advertised and or spun away in a lucky spin or something. Gone.
So what I wanted to ask you is, leave alone mods and all of that stuff. How long are you doing this for? The
Jeez,
reviewing.
like it. I'm not sure. It could be 6 years
6 years.
that I posted my first review.
First video.
But I didn't post my first review when I started vaping. I probably vaped for about 4 or 5 months, I would say. And then I purchased, obviously, when I got into vaping, I was all out. I enjoyed it so much. I mean, you want to
bought
buy
everything.
You want to buy everything. If something comes out, no matter whether it's crap or not, you want it because it's new. So I've had so many smocks, I have so many e-leafs, I had so many Joytex, I had so many whatever. And then slowly but surely, one mod which I actually want, which I should never have sold, is the Smog G-Priv. I love the Smog G-Priv just
Smog
because
G-Priv.
it's got that huge side fire on the back, on the side. The
That
Smog,
feels very nice, actually. The click on
I
that.
should have kept that one just for nostalgic reasons. I've actually still got my Alien, my Smog Alien as well. It's still in the cupboard over here. Yeah.
And you mentioned to me, of course, now it makes a lot of sense because of your ability to be so cool, calm, and collective. A bio teacher.
Well,
The bio teacher.
the plan was never to become a teacher. I mean, that was the last thing which crossed my mind. I first went to military. I did my military service after school, which was 2 years. And after my military service, I then I enrolled myself for BSc degree at Stellenbosch. And I was still unsure. I mean, I wanted to maybe become a vet, but being away from my girlfriend, which I basically just met when I was a matric for so many years and studying at Onderstepoort up in Pretoria, it was just too much.
Oh,
So-
were you in Onderstepoort, Pretoria North, the veterinary campus there?
Which one?
Onderstepoort, Pretoria North,
Yeah.
the veterinary campus there.
that's
I've been there.
That's the only place
Well-
where you can study to become a veterinary surgeon. So in any case, I studied BSc, and after my BSc, I was still not sure exactly what I was going to do. And then I decided to do an extra year of HED, the Higher Education Diploma. Good Lord, look at all these messages coming through. Oh, it's Shifka.
Yeah.
All Shifka's
What's
messages
happening?
coming through now. But
Oh, is it?
and then in my HED year, my mother-in-law actually applied for me. She thought I would become a good teacher. So when I heard I had an interview at a school, couldn't understand what the hell, and she said no, it's for teaching biology. And then I went and I got the job. So then it started, and then I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with the kids, sharing my
You
knowledge,
developed a passion
talking
for the
nonsense
actual
with the kids.
subject as well.
Yeah.
What would you say? Is there anything else you would have chosen over biology to teach?
Well, I
Or-
wanted to become a pilot first of all. That was my first thing, to become a pilot. But my maths marks weren't as great. Even though I had maths higher grade, I still didn't have the marks which could qualify me for that though. And having a lightish color eyes as well, that also played against me, because normally your guys pilots with the darker eyes for the light. Apparently it works them better. It's just about the headache situation. But then I decided to become a nature conservationist. I would have loved doing that, but that's an impractical job to do if your wife's a physiotherapist, because my girlfriend, which is now my wife, she went to go and study physiotherapy, so it didn't make any sense. And I think it's at the end of it, teaching was the perfect job for me. Absolutely, because I mean, you've got the holidays, so there's always somebody to be with the kids and drive them around while the wife is working. So it's fantastic. And I mean, I've never been one for a lot of money in my life. I don't care for money. But being happy, being able to go and eat sushi once every 2 or 3 weeks, I'm hunky-dory. Having a Toyota Auris in the
I've
garage.
noticed your humbleness, of course. Ever since the first live that I came on to yours, and that's when I clicked with you. I'm like, you're much like me in that sense, because what I'm doing, what my intentions are for the vaping industry is not self-gain. It's actually more to the gain of others than for myself. The tricking. My end game here is to obviously show a different side of the vaping industry, which ended in 2017. That's the tricking part, to bring it back.
Yeah.
So it's another aspect that people will actually, it's fun. It looks cool. It provides for a lot of, how can I say, you can't really vape on high milligrams of nicotine while doing that. So health-wise, I would say that's a good thing. If a person that smokes cigarettes, of course, looks at the video, you can't do that with a cigarette. You can't chuck a jellyfish with a cigarette.
No.
I mean, what if they want to do that? They start researching and they, come across the right device and they can possibly quit. I mean, it happened to me. I was at the right place at the right time. I was fishing actually at the right time, and then the perfect setup just came across, walked across me. It was this friend of mine that I knew in Silver Lakes, Golf Estate, and he's like, "Dude, have you tried this device and this flavor?" I'm like, "No, I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that is." So I tried it, and it was the most phenomenal thing I've ever tasted, and I bought it right there and then. I don't know why fishing. I had like $300 cash in me, and I bought it. And I quit on that day, and I didn't look back ever since. And that was more than 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say cured my asthma, but I haven't been sick ever since. My asthma is passive now due to vape.
Yeah.
Vaping for me is quitting smoking.
I'm still in two minds about the whole nicotine thing. I think nicotine unnecessarily gets a very bad rap. I don't think nicotine is that bad for you, except if you've got problems with high blood pressure or a weak heart or something like that. Because, I mean, it falls in exactly the same category as caffeine, which is both just stimulants.
Yes.
So I think unnecessarily it's
people often
labeled very
misconstrue the
bad.
fact that
There's
the
a lot worse things
cancer-causing
than cigarettes.
People often misconstrue the fact that the cancer-causing agent is nicotine, but it's actually not. That's the addictive substance.
No, it's not.
The cancer-causing agent in cigarettes is the tar.
Yeah.
That's what stays on your lungs. That's literal tar, like on the road. And if you use these, well, when I was a smoker, I did try out those tar filters where you would have, it's like a transparent filter that you put on the filter of the actual cigarette.
Yeah, I know.
It lasts 3 cigarettes, and when you 3 cigarettes are done with that filter, it is black. So that is what is going into your lungs every time.
Yeah, but that's not that's not the nicotine. That's basically the tar which you see over there. And that's one of the things which I actually mentioned on the pack of cigarettes, because you've got a few things. You've got condensate, nicotine, and tar. That was what was on the old packets. I don't even know what's on the new packets anymore. And your condensate is basically all those chemicals which become active to combine during the lighting process. Because the thing is, as soon as you light a cigarette, you create an enormous amount of carcinogens. There's a few carcinogens inside tobacco, but most of your carcinogens is created when you light, when you provide that energy for that chemical reactions, that heat.
Exactly.
And that's what you then inhale as well, together with things like formaldehyde. But formaldehyde is in the atmosphere in any case, though. Your body also produces formaldehyde. But it's all about concentrations, about the various amounts, which is... Same goes
with carbon monoxide. It's in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's represented by cars. But the thing is, now you're doing it, it's in what you actually going to smoke. So is hydrogen cyanide. Yeah. I didn't know that until not long ago, that hydrogen cyanide is in... tobacco is in cigarette.
Yeah, it is.
They used to legit put, like in Vietnam, they used to put that in the back of their back molars.
Yeah.
And in case they were caught, like prisoners of war, they would bite into it and melt.
Yeah, no, it's actually better to vape pure tobacco, to vape tobacco pipe, to go and buy your BP twak and not vape and smoke your pipe with the real tobacco than it is cigarettes. I mean, the whole thing, there's a great documentary on smoking, and it's all about trying to get that perfect flavor, because obviously you've got people that like Stuyvesant, you've got people like Benson Hedges when it was around, the Camels, the Marlboros, whatever, and they keep on adding chemicals to make a cigarette lighter and lighter and lighter. So people that normally think that the lighter the cigarette is, the less harmful it is. No, it's definitely not necessarily the case.
No.
For sure.
As long as the combustion is there, the combustible smoke.
But we're done with that. We're luckily on the vaping scene at the moment. Obviously, it's probably also got its disadvantages, but it's got way more
advantages than disadvantages.
Yeah.
I don't like us being classified as, that vaping community just because you're a vapor or you think this year it's not like smoke. I'm like, you just do your research, and if just keep coughing. Keep coughing at night if you want to with your cigarettes. Don't make the... I don't understand that once you do the transition, the first 2 weeks you are going to cough a lot because your body is not used to the vapor, it's used to the smoke. So you are going to cough. You're not going to know how to...
You're going to cough, yeah. You're not used to that.
You're going to cough. So that's what puts a lot of people off.
Yeah. And
they're it's strange. They've been making them cough more.
It's strange. One of the arguments people come up with is the fact that it apparently puts moisture on your lungs, which to me is the biggest bullshit. Because you in any case got moisture inside your lungs. You need moisture.
When you go into the shower,
nothing gets absorbed into your body if it's not in a soluble form. And I mean, just check out misty days. On a day which is very misty, there's so much vapor inside the atmosphere, which is all water. So, I mean, nobody falls around dead on days like that, though, from inhaling a lot of water via the mist. But now, all of a sudden, I've got an issue with this.
What about a shower? What about a shower, a nice warm shower, where there's so much of steam? Inhaling that every single day, twice a day.
Come up with everything. I think one of the biggest enemies of vaping is is vapors themselves. It's these young bastards inside public which pull on these things which give a lot of cloud, and they just stand around in public blowing the clouds, and that puts people off, even more off, that don't know about vaping.
Yes, because you're invading space, you're invading another person's... People don't like that.
No, they don't like it at all.
People don't like that. Your mods and stuff you keep for when your own private time.
when you're at the vape meets, then you use stuff like this, or the Titan 40 millimeter stuff. Then either here in
Come on.
your office or at vape meets.
For the first time in my life, I have seen when is it? A week ago, Titan with a steam crave on a steam crave. It's so big. I could not believe the size of that thing. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, of course.
It is. Oh, that is massive. How do you? I couldn't fathom the
I was a steam crave fan.
how huge that thing is. But now it doesn't look so big. It does not look so big because it's just something about the video that makes it.
No, but you must remember
you
you still get an extension for this as well. So you can make it larger. You can make it longer. Obviously not wider, but you can make it higher as well. But if you've got a pair of lungs, this is what you need for your cloud tricks.
You can't even trick with that thing. Firstly, because when you try and push, that comes in the way. It's when they say Titan, I mean it's really Titan. It is the biggest mod I've seen. It rivals the Hammer of God by a long shot, I think.
There are bigger tanks than this, but not commercially available. You can go and type in Google largest RTA, etc. Those Oaks have got massive fucking things which they built, but as I said, it's not commercially available.
I've seen some I've seen some posts on Facebook with I don't know if it's just an experiment or something like that, but the mods are like the size of bricks and the tanks are bigger than the bricks, and then they're just like, that's all they need to clear a room.
Yeah, I know, those things are huge. They're huge. It was just
I don't know what the point of that is. How do you enjoy something like that? It's more...
no, man, it's just a showpiece. That's basically what it is. Nobody's going to really vape on that thing. It's not going to be daily. It's impossible.
That's correct. But, so the more I started looking at your reviews, leave it on your live. So when I went, just checked out all your reviews and, seen everything, I would honestly literally say that I'm proud to be a South African because we have a reviewer that honestly dissects every single thing as even better than the international guys.
Well, thank you very much, but sometimes I get things wrong. I mean, just the other day, if you listen to my reviews, I called a manual a menu because my last two videos I actually start on what's on the menu today, and then I've got this word menu and when I take out the manual, I just call it a menu. So you do make mistakes as well, and you do forget to mention certain things. But I try.
But the thing is, I'm talking about when you look at your best review where there's no mistakes made. I don't see it any different from how the Mike Vapes or the J. Okay, I don't really dig J Hayes that much, but Mike Vapes is the guy that I used to watch.
Yeah.
And the thing is, your reviews are spot on. They're spot on. Every single aspect is tackled. Everything in relation to what to expect, the pros, the cons, of course, from the unboxing to what you think a certain part of it should be like, what's preventing what from happening, what it should be classified as, everything. You cover it instantly like that, and that is brilliant.
See, that's one thing which Jay has actually said, which he's absolutely 100% correct with, is that not everyone's going to like your reviews, not everyone's going to agree with your reviews, because a lot of people buy things and they want to just, or they haven't tried something which, so for instance, how I go about the Arbiter 2. Now somebody couldn't understand why I don't think the Blotto Max has got super flavor. I don't, because this guy has got better flavor. But for me, remember, people's palates differ. But the people take it a bit further, and then they go and give you nasty comments, or then give you dislikes, which to me is very weird. When you actually just offer your opinion about something, rather just comment where the guy actually asks you, or talk about it, or whatever. But just to go and dump a dislike because it goes against what his feelings is about something, and that makes it a bit hard.
Those kind of people that challenge the subjective views of others are not open-minded, in the sense that they're very one-dimensional, in the sense that they would like only what they like, and they no room to accept the fact that there may be something. Let me try out something else.
Yeah.
Let me accept somebody else's opinion on something. For instance, I'm not I am a flavor chaser. I build my M25s to, they have flavor, but I can tell you now, I have a tank here. Let me show you. I have a tank here that honestly provides more flavor than an M25. And I just got it. I got it about a few days ago. It's the Troll X.
Yeah, but that's what I'm all about is flavor. So I mean, I think when I do a review, I mean I compare it with what I've tried in the past. So it's pointless for me keeping the M25, although people who haven't experienced some of the things think it's got fantastic flavor, and it might have on their level, in their experience. But for what I've been subjected to, it is a 7 out of 10, where these guys are a 9 out of 10. So it's just not.
It's like how you'd like your eggs done: scrambled, sunny side up. You prefer a certain way. It's all about preference. Certain things will give you a certain form of taste that it wouldn't give others, or others would just fail to test it out and just automatically think that you're wrong because they don't want to feel like they may be wrong. But it all boils down to preference. It all boils down to preference. I mean,
well, my biggest worry when I review,
honestly, subjectively, you can't deny that Titan is huge. That's subject. If anybody denies that's small, I mean that's huge, then that's a problem.
and there definitely are better atomizers regarding flavor than the Titan. The Titan gives you flavor, but if you look at the long throw of the chimney, you will never get the Arbiter 2's flavor. You will never get the Tauren B's flavor. You will never get the Valkyrie's flavor. You will never get the Asgard's flavor because of that throw. But you're still going to get, because it's a high wattage device, you're going to get still an intensity of flavor, but not as good as these things. It's going to push. So if you want to argue about it, you're welcome to. But that's just
the thing is for me, what honestly gives me the most flavor, and people normally give me shit about it, because of the type of tank it is, because they're not high-end tanks, are sub-ohm tanks. Sub-ohm tanks provide, for me, the best flavor because it's meant for that. It's meant for flavor, a sub-ohm tank. Like what you have on your Vupu.
This sub-ohm tank is better than the previous one which Vupu brought out with the TPP coils. Because the design, because remember it's the same coil, they also used the revised TPP coil in the previous one, but the design of this tank is different. Your coil is closer to your mouth, the diameter at the top is also larger, so that's going to give you more flavor out of exactly the same, or more intensity of flavor out of exactly the same coil. So your tank design has got a lot to do with it. Remember, I use white collar coils, so I use white collar coils in this tank, that tank, that tank, that tank, but it doesn't provide the same intensity as what it does in others. So your coils not necessarily have got everything to do with it. Your tank design, your airflow, your closeness to the mouth, your drip, your bore, all those things play a role.
Which is why the airflow, for example, let me get this tank here quickly. The airflow, for example, on here is very restricted, which probably is the reason why the flavor comes out more. I mean, the Troll X, I know people all the time, they go on about the Troll X, and
I still own the Troll X. I still got my Troll X. I think it's it's just the diaphragm at the top which could tear easily if you don't look after your Troll X, but it's got very good flavor. Very good flavor. It's
a very good flavor, but you just got to master the wicking process, because this is a leaker, eh?
Yeah. No. There you got that thing. You got to finagle it correctly.
Yeah, I tried my best, but this is a leaker. Let's see if you can. What mod is this?
Yeah, I think I still build the Troll X. I did a review on it, and I did a special build on it as well. Because people complain about mod. Leaking, but I finally never had leaking on my Troll X. I was lucky.
Can you tell what mod this is?
No, I can't. I want to say Hotseek, but no, it's everything. Those panels, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. It looks like a smock.
Almost. Starts with the S.
Okay, Smoant.
Like, it's better than my M25s in terms of flavor. by far. You can just, before you even push the fire button, you can just taste the flavor in, the tank.
So Jaco Veldhuis, he says, how is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Lord Hawkey. Just quick see who else is there. I will make you a batch. Okay, that's Jaco. Mr. Adams, interested to see that Whooper review coming up. Yeah, Mr. Adams, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to like it. You must get it. You must buy it. It's very good. Tina Smolder, good evening, all in chat. Sean van Nieker says, Jaco talked about making a juice like that is going to be very nice. Jaco's actually decided to make these three juices, these tobaccos which he released in Direct Lung. It's all three tobaccos, tobacco honey and a tobacco vanilla and tobacco bourbon. He decided to make it 12 milligrams and they're going to send it to me tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that.
So you're going to MTL it in your...
Yeah, no, I enjoy it. As I said, I enjoy a good MTL. I've probably got about 12 to 15 MTL RTAs. Not an MTL RDA, that's a different thing. I'm not into that, but the RTAs for sure.
I didn't even know you get an MTL RDA. Oh, wait, the Wasp, is a Wasp Nano MTL RDA?
No. The one which I had was a waste of time. The Holic from Vapefly, the Holic RDA from Vapefly, that was MTL. But there's quite a few. Just never interested in that.
Oh, I didn't. And what about concept? Well, Sub-Ohm is mesh technically, because it has mesh within the cotton. What do you think about the mesh tanks out there?
Well, I mean, all these Sub-Ohm coils are all mesh.
Yeah.
But
technically they are mesh.
I'm not a fan of the profile type mesh tanks. I mean, all these Aromamizers and the Titans and the Ragnars which I've got, they've also got mesh decks, but I'm not interested in mesh. I don't like mesh. I'm not a fan of the flavor I get out of mesh. You got to pack that thing perfectly. It saturates too quickly. You lose too much juice. So,
I had a terrible experience with mesh because I was unexperienced. Oh my word. So at the time when I first started vaping, the second vape I've ever bought when my Aegis Boost packed up was an Aegis X from a friend of mine. And I Googled this thing and I'm like, yo, editors say it's #1 mod in the world. I'm like, gosh, I'm lucky. Rocking the #1 mod in the world. Got a Vaporite, Green Valley. Okay. I checked all the sales guys there. Now I'm rocking him like I know my shit. All of them rocking this stuff with the anodize.
Yeah.
These big things here. These things. With this tank, fatalities. I'm like, yo, what are those ugly things there? What are those things there? So anyway, I asked them, what tanks do you have? Like, oh, we got the new Zeus X mesh. I'm like, okay, cool. Can I check it out? Like, yeah. Okay, so this is how you do it. And because I saw them wicked with a lot of cotton, I thought, lekker. That makes room for more power. Bypass mode. Almost on floor. I put a mesh on an Aegis X, a Zeus X mesh on an Aegis X on bypass mode.
Yeah.
And I saw the light almost, like I was just fading. I almost saw the light because it was what a dry hit. That was the biggest dry hit of my life. It was crazy. I didn't understand the concept of the surface area and why mesh, of course, is why it was made and stuff like that for flavor. And keep it preferably under 50 watts.
Yeah.
Not on bypass mode.
Yeah, they the thing about mesh is it creates a huge surface area.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you don't need so much surface area because you just need to get your coils underneath, depending on the design of the interior. So a large surface area not necessarily is going to mean you're going to get good flavor out of it, because that juice is going to shoot and actually collect everywhere on the inside, and some of it's going to go up the barrel. So if you can get it in such a way that your airflow actually from your round coils, your airflow actually can hit your coils in such a way that the juice dispersing to the sides when you actually heat it up gets pulled up as well, and then move together with the juice at the top of the coils. That's when you get a winner as a recipe. And that's why what both the Arbiter and the Tauren Beast and the Reload and the Kennedy RDAs and all those guys have in common is that the airflow is designed to come from underneath. which you do not have
Speaking
with
of Kennedy, what's your thoughts on the Kennedy RDA?
No, the Kennedy will always be a great RDA which has been manufactured. But I just think there's so many which has surpassed it flavor-wise at this specific point. But it's a classic to have in your collection. But I won't use it.
I got an offer to purchase one for $5.
I won't use it above the Asgard, say for instance. The Asgard to me is.
I want to put it on my mongrel.
The Tokugawa to me has also got better flavor, but it's still a classic. It's still a very good RDA. If you've got one, you can't diss it. Put it that you can't. It's great. It's a USA made, man. It's like, well, I don't know if Reload's really made in the USA. I've got no idea.
I've heard that Reload is made in the USA. They actually came out with a single battery mod.
Which one?
Reload.
Yeah, I know about
actually came up with a single battery mod that takes the 18650 as well as an 18350. So to get your hands on where do you get 18350s?
Yeah, but it's unregulated, man. Isn't it that mech situation?
It's not unregulated. It's like this concept. It has protection because it has that small light.
Yeah.
That light. So if anything goes wrong, it beeps red.
Yeah, it's got protections, but you don't have voltage or you don't have wattage adjustments on it there.
Yeah. No wattage adjustments and anything like that.
And it wasn't a nice looking mod either.
Eh?
I didn't think it was a nice looking mod. I didn't like the Reload mod.
It honestly didn't suit the OG24 Reload. It did not suit that tank.
Yeah.
But which is why I actually, no offense to Reload, but which is why I actually sold mine after I bought it. And also I felt a certain way about another tank that I sold the day I got it. Was the Violator. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It just didn't hit for me like the fatalities. My subjective view. I'm not saying that everybody must do this now. I just didn't feel that it. I could have bought another fatality basically, an M25.
But you must test the Valkyrie if you can get the Valkyrie. Try that.
Yeah, Mr. Adams actually has a Valkyrie that I'm trying to convince him to give me. It's taken quite a while. Not too sure why that is. It's taken quite a while to convince him to give me that.
You won't be disappointed.
Apparently, it's. How do you think it will be for tricking for me, with the airflow and stuff like that?
But you must can make your own juices. Why don't you vape do tricks on a 80-20 rather than a 70-30? Because most of these juices with you vaping is 70-30, but you're going to get better density in the clouds.
Sometimes I use just plain VG.
Yeah, that you can do as well. But I mean, if you send down a courier, I will make you a 90-10 blimey. Or put it this way, I'll try and make you a blimey which has got the most possible VG inside of it for your cloud tricks.
If you do that, I will be eternally great. Like that'll be perfect because I'll have some flavor there and enjoy the vaping as well as the most possible cloud production.
Yeah, no, you'll definitely have flavor. You'll definitely have flavor. But
some stuff's gonna get sent to you soon to Spire, to review the what's it called, the Flexus Q, something like that.
Pod system.
Pod system, yeah.
That's why I think.
So instead of me
need to do this tomorrow,
I'm like, you know what? I can't handle Zoom. I can't even host my own show on my own show. I'd rather just give Kezo, that forte because that's in his realm, And
no, I
wanted to tell you, I actually spoke to OG, or Rig, like he was with the V-God guys in terms of tricking. Owen, not sure if you heard about him.
Nah.
Owen Cushman. He had the dreadlocks. Very good. He lives he used to live in the Western Cape. He's up here in Gauteng now. So I just Mr. Adams managed to get me in contact with him, and he's gonna show me what I don't know. He's gonna show me what I don't know, and I'm like, I'm very, very excited for that. Like, that guy is incredible in tricking. He does things that you would honestly boggle your mind.
Yeah.
And I want to get that. I want to do the best that I can do to, showcase to everybody that, I don't want there to be a situation basically where I can't do a certain tutorial because I can't do a certain trick.
Mm.
You know, that's like, I don't know how to, I haven't perfected triples as yet, like triple splits and all of that stuff. It's very hard to do, which is why I actually need somebody to teach me. And Mr. Adams did me this great favor by, hooking me up with Owen, and I'll be grateful for that. And
But don't you
yeah,
think?
let's hope
But don't you think
everything
you're
goes
going to
well.
hit a platform soon of vape tricks? Don't you think you're going to hit a platform soon regarding vape tricks, that you've only got a certain amount of vape tricks which you can do, and then then you're done, then you mastered them all?
Because if you think about it, vape tricks, the first thing they started off was
Yeah.
then somebody thought, instead of doing that all the time, let's push. Then somebody thought, okay, after we push, let's put a little vape in to form a jellyfish. Then somebody by mistake, when putting in the smoke, the vape in the jellyfish, someone fell down almost and went like, and formed a dolphin split. So I think that there are many vape tricks out there that are still yet to be discovered. And I'm proof of that because I did an insane vape trick, caught it on camera. If you go onto the channel, the title of the video is Splits. The last trick in that video, please somebody explain to me whether I can trademark it as my own, I can make it as my own, or it's been in the, because that thing, I took it at the bottom and it flipped around my head. It split there and one went around my head. I have no idea how I did that. I don't know what my intention was. I don't know what I was going for, but that happened by mistake.
The jellyfish in any case is still the nicest looking vape trick which there is.
Yeah.
A beautiful jellyfish.
That is the beginning, that is the climax of a vape trick. That forms the end of any vape trick. You can implement it in any way possible. You can even do a jellyfish by chucking a O through a O. Eventually, the force of the one will just create a jellyfish in the big one. It is the my favorite trick of all time actually is the invisible jellyfish, because you don't see it coming and then you're like, whoa, what just happened? So it's like this fine line that you gotta push out.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question for a change? You've been to 2 Pretoria vape meets, am I right?
Correct.
Did you enjoy it?
Loved it.
Why? That's my question.
Loved it.
Tell us what was so nice about it.
You know what? I loved it because, firstly, there were a lot of people there to support me, such as my sponsors. They were there to support me. Tim is quite an inviting guy in the sense that he's very witty, he's funny. You know, he makes the atmosphere very comfortable. Also, even though I lost against Matt, I lost against him in the first, we played a game of fate. I lost against him. But just to know the different, people in the different sectors of industries, different sectors of the industry, of the vaping industry, that taught me a lot. So I took away the learning aspect from it. So you got the vendors there. You had so many people there that had so much to provide. You had so many people there that actually, and my juice sponsor, Mr. Andre Valtaken, he was there as well, support. And the thing is, it's just communicating. It's the journey, it's communicating with the people. It's seeing them having a good time. It's, their willingness to learn, showcasing new products, showcasing new devices, juices, all of that stuff. It's like an expo as well. And unfortunately, the previous vape meet was too far for me to go to attend. It was like 130 Ks from my house just to go there. 260 Ks coming back. I'm like, I think I'll make the next one, But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But hopefully, it's only getting better. Like from the first one to this one, it's only getting better. So I'm really excited for the next one.
Yeah, I think
Really
I
excited.
think very soon there will be vape cons again. I think from next year on there should be vape cons,
Oh,
maybe this
lovely.
year as well. But yeah, that is huge. That's something in a different league. I think that's the largest thing which you will experience
Yeah,
South
vape
African
cons
wise,
are
vaping.
like I've read about it. I've never attended one, of course. I heard that they are massive,
No, they
and
huge.
also why I enjoy like the vape meet is because I also get a chance to showcase what I am bringing to the industry.
Yeah,
And the last vape meet was I got a lot of good like positive feedback because people were videoing, a lot of people videoed me and stuff like that, and they were like, when I blew the jellyfish, as you said, they were like, whoa. So I'm like, just to make them happy in that sense, that thought is going to remain with them. Like, how did you manipulate the vapor to be like that in order to look like a jellyfish in the ocean? Just going like that. That is like a wow. I'm like, come to me and I will show you. I will show you.
I will definitely, if there's a VapeCon in Pretoria or Johannesburg, I will definitely try and make a plan to go up. Because I mean, now that I've got this basis of members, of which most people is up north, to be able to meet them and sit actually around the table and enjoy a couple of brandies with you Oaks, that would be tremendous. That's what I'm
Let's
looking
just
for.
say I have, there's people in the Western Cape, such as Mr. Adams, like he's like my brother, like I and Jobs and all of those guys. I have not met them till today. I've never met them.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it's like not speaking to them on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the face-to-face, it's different when you meet them skin to skin.
Yeah, skin to skin. It's different when you meet them like that.
That's different. So that would be awesome.
Remember the promise I made to you? If you come for the next vape meet, I intend to fulfill that promise, eh?
Yeah. No, sure. But I actually, on a weird, I prefer the smaller vape meets because it's more personal. I mean, those large vape meets is great. There's a lot of vendors, a lot of things to see, but it's so congested. It's so many people, and you have to wait so long to actually get to the front that you miss out a lot time-wise with other things.
Oh, on
so
like formalities.
But you need to
and
experience the VapeCon. That's why I say if I go up now to the VapeCon, I'd rather chat to you guys and let we get together and sit outside and then sit en kuier daar buite onder die markies tent en vat 'n paar knakke.
So tell me, the VapeCon, is it restricted to local guys only, or are they international?
No, there's a lot of international vendors which were there last time. I mean, you see Aspire there, you see Geek Vape there, the Vaporessa, they actually come out. No, it's huge.
Well, I guess that's the. But by attending frequently, like the vape meets that Timothy hosts, like every single time I meet different people, and then I see them there. And then, of course, because you met them before, it's like, what's up? How you doing? That's how you get to meet people. And then, you start talking to them. After that, take down numbers. And, that's how it's formed, the vaping community. And that's what regulates it. And it's really brilliant. Vaping is not just, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. I don't want to give up vaping. I don't ever want to give up vaping.
No.
I will always
it's a nice community
recommend vaping.
I just feel so bad because, I mean, it's much easier for people to recognize me than it is for me to recognize the members. Because, I mean, you guys see my face the whole time when I do a video, but I don't always see you guys. So it's so strange when you're actually at these vape conferences or the vape meets where the people come up to you and say, hey, Keizer, how you doing? Then I feel so bad. And the Oak says, no, man, it's Henry Landsberg. Ask him, hello, Choma,
just say, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah.
But yeah, if you, I mean, now I know what Tennis Mulder looks like. Of course, I've actually seen Tennis a few times at the vape meets, and he's been on quite some photos. Obviously, I know the Cape Townians because they often come by my house. But Jaco Veldhuis, I know also saw that he was on the live show, and that's why I actually want the people to join in the Wing It live sessions, maybe on the Fridays, so that you can see what they look like and actually talk to them on the via
That's
Zoom.
exactly why I've been on the past two of them. I think I've been on two of them. Yeah. Because I want to see who you're dealing with there.
No, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, you come across people, you don't know who they are. I was on a when was it? I was on a Zoom meeting with it was Brent. It was Mr. Kurt. Kurt was there. So luckily, I saw his face, and then at the vape meet when he was here, I recognized him.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to him. Otherwise, he would have just gone past me like a normal person. I would have been like, not knowing him. Meanwhile, we had a Mutsa discussion, and
Yeah, somebody you can't miss is Rob Fisher. You'll recognize Uncle Rob, the mod father. You'll easily get him.
that really goes with the mod father.
No, he's a character. Absolutely. Listen, I must still go and eat. I've got to sign off here now.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask me still?
Yes, I wanted to ask you something.
Do it. Think about it.
Now, I consider you, of course, for me, definitely, because I have seen, I'm not going to mention names, other reviews, South African reviewers.
Are they?
You are by far, and I mean by far, the best.
Thank you
South
very much,
African
Sivka.
reviewer.
I appreciate it. I'll try
Like,
my best.
honestly, by far. And I would honestly suggest that if you need to know about a certain device, go and watch Kezo's reviews regarding it, because you would know everything about it after that. And he covers everything, and the lives are just to communicate, have fun. It's separate from the reviews. But what I want to know is, at that point when you told me to come on your channel, right? Or you noticed Ohmreaders. How did you notice Ohmreaders? And
I think I saw a video. I think somebody who's one of my friends on Facebook. I think they shared your video, and then when I realized you and Roman Matthew, you guys were blowing. It was a trick video,
Yes.
and I realized you guys were locals, and I mean I could saw you liked it, because I mean you guys chatted to one another, and you still mentioned a lot about him getting you into vaping, and all the tricks which you blow is thanks to him, and blah blah blah. And I just like the passion you guys have. And I mean, it's the same with that Fogging Amazing, which posted another video on their website where they did a bit of acting just to promote the juice. And I sent them a huge message to say that I think it's great that you guys go to that effort and to draw customers, that you're not a lazy, boring, just another vendor, that you actually do something interesting, something entertaining. And that's what I saw in you guys as well. And I obviously do not have a problem trying to promote from my side, trying to assist.
And that's
you guys
what I really appreciate. Somebody of your status that's so humble that doesn't undermine other people's opinions and stuff like that. Even if just say for instance, I don't see you as a person, if somebody insults you, to give that person the power to hurt you.
No.
You're just like, you a hater?
My wife will straight away tell you, if somebody doesn't like me, then they a dick. Plain and simple. Because then you don't know me. People sometimes do not understand or don't like the honesty which I come across with. And they don't like that. But that's the type of person which I am. But if you know me, if you braai with me, if you care with me, if you vape meet with me, then you will like
your
me.
honesty,
You
and
must.
I've noticed your
simple
honesty
booty,
is
man.
not even in relation
Werk so lekker, ou.
to you are honest in terms of yourself as well, if you know what I mean.
Well,
As you are honest
I
in
must.
terms
I'm a
of any
teacher.
other thing.
I have to.
Eh?
I have to. I'm a teacher. I can't be false. Remember, kids sees things which adults don't see. Uit die mond van die sogeling. Those kids will immediately see if you're fake. Immediately. They will see if you don't have a passion. They will see if you don't know your work. They will see if you're inconsistent. They will see if you're not punctual. They will immediately pick up all those things. So you have to be. And I mean, luckily, it is in my nature to try and be that. So yeah, that's
Well, we both in people's professions where we deal with people on a daily basis, just in different ways, and we both have a hobby as well, dealing with the same thing but in a different light.
There you go.
So I think that the future looks for the tricking part of it, I'm really dedicated, I'm motivated, and I'm not going to stop until I make that impact that I said that I would bring the tricking back.
And you shouldn't stop.
And
you're enjoying it.
I'm not going to stop because I don't want to.
There you go.
I don't want to. I'm not doing it for the sake of it. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I have a passion.
That's
for
it.
it,
Show
because I love
some
it.
spunk. That's right.
But anyway, okay, so
Yeah.
let's conclude. Enjoy your holiday. Let me know tomorrow morning how you feel. If you feel like it's a holiday-ish day, or
I will chat to you on Facebook. Thanks,
all
Shifka.
right. We'll talk. All right, okay, so
And figure out your Zoom so that we can be
I
on
will
your
figure out the
platform
Zoom.
next.
I have to.
Cheers,
Which is why the fire thing had to go to you. Yeah.
Thank you very much for everyone inside chat.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate the fact that you
Cheers.
guys joined.
All
Cheers.
right, okay, so cheers. Bye.